We outside. It says a lot, bro. It says that the world is changing. It's the era of untraditional, unconventional thinking. You can't depend on your job anymore. Your job is not going to take you out of your situation. You must figure out a way to capitalize on the internet. Look at me, man. I look hella rough. I gotta go get a haircut. It's time to clean up the image. Oh yeah, I cut my own hair. I didn't do too much of a bad job, you know. It's alright. It's alright. We outside. In this like rundown mall, it's basically closed for all extensive purposes. It's really just a closed mall. I thought there was something in here. There was like rock climbing and people who are selling like little trinkets, like jewelry, arts, other knickknacks. It's like a thrift store for this mall, which is pretty crazy. It just shows that like the world is evolving all over. It's not even just here that I've noticed that malls have just not been really it anymore. Malls are just not in. They're just not in anymore. And it's a tough reality for many people, but the internet, with the rise of the internet and Spotify, since COVID happened, it's just never been the same for malls. And I noticed this almost everywhere. For you to really see something nice in a mall nowadays, you gotta go to like one of the top malls in a exclusive place. It had the real estate for the mall has to be really good. But it as I said, it says a lot. It says a lot, bro. It says that the world is changing and we need to do things that are not of the way of the olden days, like the traditional days. Although I have a lot of traditional beliefs and values, the world is just not the same anymore. The world is not the same. Almost everything has completely changed, completely shifted, and is no longer what it is currently. And you just got to get with the times, honestly. Got to get with the times with almost everything. So that's why trading is such an important factor in my life, because it's me just adapting with the times, me growing with the internet, because trading is fairly new. It's like 20 years old, just like almost everything else, like drop shipping. Drop shipping is pretty new. It's like 10 years old. All right. These are things that are super brand new. Like as far as age go, there's companies that are 50, 100 years old. Like I don't think trading is going anywhere. If I'm being honest, it's not going nowhere. If anything, it's just going to keep evolving and adapting, just like how we see like the malls, they're dying off, which is giving rise to the internet stuff. Like, so more internet stuff is going to get bigger and bigger until the next thing comes, which I don't really know what the next thing is, but it's the era of untraditional, unconventional thinking. And you have to just change your perspective on how you're going to make money. You can't sell your time for money, because your time is so valuable and we don't have a lot of it. You can use your time to 10x what you're already making. It just makes sense to do it the way that you can say it. You can say it. No, you can say it. You can say it. I'll get up. Got some chicken nuggets and some fries from Chick-fil-A to celebrate the finish of the 75 hard. See, should be eating this. I'm gonna get right back to it tomorrow. I promise. I ain't gonna fool around. Tomorrow I'm gonna get back. No Chick-fil-A, eating healthy. But today's my break, man. I gotta take a little break. It really is out with the old, in with the new, getting with the times. Trading, I love trading, man. It's one of the hardest, but one of the most fulfilling things that I'm embarking on. Even though I've been in this for like 4 years already, I still feel like a baby, feel me? Still feel like there's like lots of stuff to explore, lots of stuff to overcome, lots of stuff to still do. I don't think I'm at level anything really. Well, I'm at a low level in comparison to what the levels are out there. So the people who are in front of me, man, keep doing it big. Keep going crazy, because all you're doing is showing me what I can accomplish. And I appreciate all of the work that the big, big names in the industry who are doing, and just entrepreneurs in general who are doing it, documenting their life and just showing how to take it to that next level, showing what that next level even look like. I want to get to your level and beyond. Like, I want to take it further, and I know I can take it further. I'm willing to put the work in, whatever it takes, whatever it takes, no matter the sacrifice. I just want it so bad. I just want it so bad. I don't think I want anything more than to be successful in what I'm doing. But yeah, let me get out of here though. I'm back home from an eventful day out. It's 12 a.m. in the morning and I'm still just grinding, getting to the work, really trying to see what I can do to level up my setup and make it look more appealing, more professional, and more to the people's liking, obviously. But for now, I want to say, I don't think I'm a genius for saying this by any stretch of the means, because we should all know this to be true. But the conventional way of doing things, of living life, it just doesn't work. The traditional way just doesn't work. You have to think unconventionally, outside the box, and you have to think in ways that you can trade less of your time to make more money. So working a job, a 9 to 5, even though I do have a job, even though I do work a 9 to 5, right? It sounds very hypocritical for me to say something like this, especially seeing that that's the situation that I'm in. But I'm also telling you from the perspective of being in that situation, that it's not long term. It doesn't get you out the rat race. And as I said, it's not something that we don't know to be true. It doesn't get you out the rat race, and it may never will get you out the rat race. Maybe when you're 70 years old, you might have 2-3 million saved up for your retirement. Maybe, if you even make it that far. But for sure, it's not the way I have seen, because I'm a trader now. And I look up to a lot of traders that are already in the industry, and I have a lot of inspiration from them and admiration towards them, because I see how far they take it. But it's not even just them, just seeing entrepreneurs and business people in the space of just using online to make a crazy killing amount of money. Just, it's ridiculous. Like, money you can't never, ever, ever, ever make at a full-time job. Never. And it just goes to show that the way of thinking has changed. The way that we think about making money has to change in order to win, in order to make it out of the rat race, right? In order to make it out of that boom and bust cycle of just working, and saving, which you do have to do that. You have to live under your means, work and save to get to a point where you can, invest into other things to get out the rat race. But just understand that staying in the rat race will never get you out the rat race. Having that 9 to 5 will never get you out the rat race. Maybe if you have a solid 9 to 5, maybe if it's a sales job or something like that, where the scalability is much, 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 much higher than a regular 9 to 5, but it's just not gonna do it. It's not gonna cut it. As I said, I went to that mall. That mall is huge. The mall has about two floors, and it's huge, and it's empty. All of the stores are closed. But as I said, that mall I've been to a couple of times when I was younger. I haven't been there in such a long time, but since COVID happened, everybody has shifted to more online presence. So I jumped back into trading around COVID time, because I seen that, I have nothing else to do. I'm not going outside. I can't go nowhere. Let's focus my energy back on trading. So I started pursuing trading and trying to, in hopes of getting out the rat race, in hopes of not having to have a job for the rest of my life. Although I can say I have not completed the task of taking myself out the rat race, I have successfully understood how I'm gonna get out the rat race, right? By using this skill that I'm developing to get out the rat race, right? And it's crazy to say that a college education really doesn't mean that much anymore, because you don't need to go to college to learn a lot of the skills that you can apply online. You don't need to go to college for that anymore. So I went to college and I got a 4-year degree, which I don't even use to this day. I don't use it, and I don't plan on using. I'm learning a new skill that my college degree can't help me with in order to get out of the rat race. Like everything that I've learned since I was a kid till now, no, well, a couple of years ago, where I thought that you have to go to school, you have to get a good job, and you can live a good life. Now I understand that going to school is not gonna solve your problems. You know, you can solve your problems by solving other people's problems, by solving real problems in the world, which doesn't really require you to go to school to learn them, because school just teaches you book knowledge. It doesn't really teach you the application of the knowledge. It doesn't give you the experience, real world, to apply to your real life. So school is cool. I'm not telling you not to go to school, especially if you want to be a doctor. I'm never telling you not to go to school, but school is definitely not the way out of the rat race for a majority. I would say even 90% of the people. If you do have ambitious goals, ambitious dreams to buy back your time, buy back your time freedom, buy back your location freedom, buy back your whatever, right? You want to give your family the lifestyle they never had, give yourself the lifestyle you never had, live a life that you've never had growing up. It's really not in the job. You're not going to get that from a job. You have to figure out how you can use online to 10x your income, 10x, 20x, 100x your income, because that's really the trajectory of the future. Less and less we're gonna have things that are brick and mortar or in stores, or you can see the growth of AI, where more companies are laying off people because AI can fix problems, right? AI can solve problems faster and quicker than the average human, right? So the AI is also one of the innovations that the internet has brought. Then you have also Amazon, you have all type of Shopify stores, you have all type of TikTok shops and stuff like that, who are fulfilling orders faster and better than just going to a store. You don't have to waste no time. You go online, boom, you get what you want, you send it. You don't have to leave the house ever. So you need to learn a skill that's gonna allow you to not have to leave the house. And even if you do leave the house, you're leaving the house because you want to. You're leaving the house doing whatever you want to. You essentially can do whatever you want to. If you want to get up and just go wherever today, you can. If you don't, you don't have to, right? You don't have to show up to work. You don't have to call nobody when you're tired or you want to sign out. You have your own schedule. You have your own time freedom. You have no cap on how much you can make. Well, most jobs have a cap, but if you're in the internet, the cap is much, 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 much larger. So it's all about finding an internet skill that you can use to solve problems within the world that's going to give you money back, right? And most of that is unconventional, because the internet is only like 20 years old. So all of this is unconventional thinking. All of this is unconventional applications of real world problems that we have to solve currently. So trading is really selfish, I'm not gonna lie to you, because I'm not solving anybody's problems besides my own, which is monetary problems. But the application of trading, which is like teaching other people, having community, creating content, exposure to what I'm doing, motivates people, inspires people, teaches people how I do what I do and how you can also do it if you want to do it. That's the value that I see that I have within giving back on YouTube, creating this content, having community, all of that stuff. This is the value that I perceive that I'm giving back to the world, and I really do find fulfillment in it. But this is also very unconventional. Like, people are making thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars just via YouTube, via streaming, via internet. You can't depend on your job anymore. Your job is not going to take you out of your situation. You must figure out a way to capitalize on the internet.